If you want to grow your natural hair long, thick, full, bushy, and healthy, you want a healthy scalp, you want a healthy natural hair, this video is for you. If you also want to start your natural hair growth journey and you want to do that without breaking the bank, you want to grow your natural hair on a low budget without spending too much money, this video is for you. Either you've been struggling to grow your hair or you just want to start your natural hair growth journey, this video is packed loaded with everything you need to know, everything you need to get ready to start a healthy natural hair growth journey in 2025. Every step of this video is extremely important if you actually want the best for your natural hair. This video consists of everything I used, right from my shampoo to my deep conditioner, my leave-in spray, my oil, and my sealant. This video consists of all of them, my major ones, the ones that I use that I found so very effective. They are all in this video. I decided to put all of them together in one video so it will be easy for you whenever you want to try out anyone. After watching this video, if you have any question, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'll respond to you. And if you find the video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share with someone and help them with information and simple product that they can use to grow their natural hair. Also, if you'll be coming back to watch this video to make any of the DIYs, hit the like button so the video will be easy for you to locate, and you can also add it to your watch laters so you could come back to watch it anytime you want to make any of the DIYs in this video. Let's get started. First on the list is how I made my mint leaf shampoo. I made this using just fresh mint leaf. I'll just get the amount that I want. I'm making for just one wash day. I'll put that into a blender and add about 50 ml of water. The amount of water you're going to use depend on the amount of mint leaf you have. Now I'll go ahead and blend it into a smooth paste. I strongly recommend you use a fresh mint leaf, but if you can't get the fresh one, you can make use of the dried one if that is what you can get. But make sure you'll be using a larger amount compared to when you're using the fresh mint leaf, because the fresh one is more potent. And make sure you don't use too much water too, because you don't want the mint leaf to lose its potency. That was why I added just 50 ml of water to help my blender to blend it very well. After blending, the next thing I'll do is to strain, and I'll be straining using my wig cap. Just make sure the particles from the mint leaf does not get into the water you're straining out. Strain it carefully and take your time. If you strain once it is not clean, be sure to strain again until you get a very clean mint leaf water. And after straining, this is what I have. As you can see, the water is not too much. If you add too much water to blend it, it is not going to be very potent. So just use little amount of water. Next, I'm going to be adding my Johnson baby shampoo. You can use any mild and gentle shampoo of your choice. Just add the amount that is enough for you to wash your hair. And after adding the two, you can see that the mint leaf is separate from the shampoo. Don't worry about that. I'm going to show you how to solve that issue in few minutes. Next, I'll transfer into my applicator bottle. This one, you don't need to use a spray bottle. You can even use your bowl to apply this on your hair, but I just prefer to use an applicator bottle because it is going to be easy for me. Even as I'm pouring it, you will notice that the mint leaf water poured out first before the shampoo is now coming out last. After transferring into my applicator bottle, I'll just cover that up, and to mix the two together, I'm going to give it a very good shake. Shake it very well to mix both the mint leaf and the shampoo together. Don't forget you can use any mild and gentle shampoo of your choice. After mixing together, this is what it looks like. Before I use it, I'm going to leave it to rest very well. I will just leave everything to settle down. After a few minutes, this is what it looks like. As you can see, they are all mixed together and you can't even figure out the shampoo from the mint leaf anymore. This is what you want to get. This shampoo is for those that are experiencing excessive hair loss dry and itchy scalp, your hair is always dry, it is always breaking, this shampoo is extremely good for you. If you're battling with stubborn dandruff, this shampoo, using it consistently, is going to help you to get rid of those dandruff and scalp issues. To use this, you use it as your normal shampoo. The way you use your normal shampoo, I usually section my hair into two, or any section that is okay for me before I start using it. And to use it first, I apply it all over my scalp and make sure I wash my scalp thoroughly until it is well cleaned before I move to the length of my hair. This shampoo is for both your scalp and the length of your hair. And if you feel like adding essential oil, you can also add your favorite essential oils to the shampoo before you go ahead and use it. So this shampoo is great for those that are experiencing itchy scalp and dandruff. Make this shampoo for yourself. Next is how I make one of my most favorite deep conditioner. You know that after washing your hair, you need to deep condition. You need to use a deep mask on your hair. And to make that, I'll be using fenugreek and some other ingredients. And the first ingredient here is fenugreek. I'm just going to add the amount of fenugreek I want into a pan and add water to it. The water that will be enough to boil it until it is soft. I used 2 tablespoons of fenugreek in this case, and I boiled it until it is very soft. You will know that it is ready when the fenugreek seeds are very soft to touch, as you can see in this video. Next, I'm going to be adding banana to it. Your normal banana, the one you eat, I'll just cut it into small pieces and then transfer everything, both the fenugreek and the banana, into my blender. You can also pound this if you don't have a blender or there is no light. Next, I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and also I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of honey. Next, I'm going to add any liquid of my choice to blend. In this video, I'll be using one of my hair growth spray, but feel free to use water in your case, in case you don't have a hair growth spray to blend it. After blending into a smooth paste, this is what it looks like. Next, I'll go ahead and strain the mixture. Remember, I have fenugreek, banana, cinnamon, and honey in this mixture. Next, I'm going to strain, and you have to be careful when you're straining so the particles from the banana and the other ingredients don't get into what you are straining, because the particles can be very hard to get out of your hair, especially if your hair is not in a protective style. So strain as much as you can until you get all the particles out of the mask you're going to be using on your hair. Next, I'm going to add my mint leaf oil. You can use any oil of your choice. You can use olive oil, use coconut oil, you can use castor oil, any oil that you love to use on your hair, feel free to use it. I added 2 tablespoons of mint leaf oil to my mixture, and then I'm going to mix it very well until everything is well combined. After mixing, this is the consistency I have. As you can see, it is not too light and it is not too thick as well. It is just in between. And you want to apply this on a freshly washed hair. I love to apply it on a freshly washed hair. After shampooing my hair or conditioning my hair, I'm going to be applying this on my hair. This is great for both my scalp and the length of my hair. I apply it all over every part of my hair. The first thing I'm going to do is to work in any session that is comfortable for me. I advise you work in small sessions so you'll be able to get the product into every part of your hair. If you're making for more than one wash day, you can store this in the freezer for as long as you want. But in the fridge, I've never stored it for a very long time, so I don't know how long it is going to take in the fridge before it starts going bad. So I would advise you store yours in the freezer, or if you don't want to store in the freezer, just make for one wash day. Just make for any time you want to wash your hair. So after sectioning my hair, I'm going to be applying it from the tip to the root of my hair, with more focus on the tips of my hair because they are the oldest part and they need to be well deep condition. Anytime I'm applying my deep condition, after applying on the other parts of my hair, I make sure to focus on the tips of my hair very well because they are the oldest part of my hair and they need the deep conditioner more. As you can see, I'm also massaging it into my scalp because all the ingredients I used in this video are also very good for my scalp, and I spend my time to massage it into my hair very well, so every part of my hair is going to be generously coated. After applying it on this session, what I'll just do is to twist and put it in a bantu knot and then simply repeat same thing until I am done with the rest of my hair. After applying it all over my hair, this is what my hair is looking like, and I have some left. This one I'm just going to save it in the freezer for my next wash day. Next, I'm going to put a plastic bag all over my head. You can use a shower cap. You can also use external heat. I'm just going to leave this in for 45 minutes before I wash it out. Next, I'm going to be showing you how I make one of my most potent hair growth spray, and to do that, one main ingredient I'll be needing is two large carrots, and also I'll need aloe vera gel. I washed and peeled the carrot, just cut out all the parts that are going bad and then cut it into small pieces. I'll transfer to my blender and add warm water to it. I always love to use warm water to blend in this case because it helps my carrots to come out looking very soft. Next, after blending, I'm just going to strain. I decided to use a lot of carrots in this case because I'll be storing this in the fridge and I'll be using it for different purposes, which I'm going to be explaining shortly. In the process of blending, make sure you don't add too much water to your carrot to blend because you don't want it to lose its potency. After blending, you take your time to squeeze very well because you want all the juice out of the carrot. You know, carrot has juice on its own, so the water is just to help your blender so you'll be able to get out the natural juice from the carrot. After squeezing out the juice from the carrot, next I'm going to be adding my aloe vera gel. I'll also strain the aloe vera gel because when I made it initially and stored it, I did not strain it, so I'm just going to strain using the same method I used to strain the carrot juice. I was trying to make sure I get out all the lumps from the aloe vera juice. Next, I'm going to be adding my lavender essential oil. I'm going to be adding just few drops of lavender essential oil. Feel free to use any essential oil of your choice, and you can also skip if you don't have essential oil. It is not a must, but if you have, I advise you add to it because it makes it more potent. Next, I'm going to be transferring into my spray bottles. Like I said before, I'm making a lot because I'll be using it for different purposes and I'll be saving it in the freezer for future use. Right now, I'm going to be showing you one of the ways I use this on my natural hair and explain the other ways as I'm using it. The first way I use it is to use it as a leave-in spray on my hair. I just spray it from my scalp to the tips of my hair. This spray is for every part of your hair, for your scalp, the length of your hair, and the tips of your hair. And as I spray it on my scalp and every part of my hair, I spend time to massage and walk the spray through to the length of my hair and massage my scalp very well at the same time. I use this to hydrate my hair before moisturizing my hair. And each time you want to use, because you added essential oil to it, you need to shake it very well. And also, you need to shake it because the carrot will settle down a little bit. So you need to shake it to mix it together before using it each time you want to use it. So I just spray this generously on my scalp to the length of my hair and the tips of my hair. I spend time to gently walk it down. In this process, make sure you're gentle, you're not pulling your hair, and in the process of massaging your scalp, make sure you are not using your fingers to scrape your scalp. Make sure you use your hand to gently massage your scalp. You can use this to hydrate your hair, and after hydrating, you go ahead with your normal moisture routine. Oil your scalp and then seal in the moisture into your hair with either a butter or a hair grease. The other way you can use this is to use it to blend your deep conditioner. Instead of using just water to blend your deep conditioner, you can use this to replace water to blend it. It makes your deep conditioner more potent. You can also use this as a final rinse after washing your hair. After washing your hair, shampooing your hair, conditioning your hair, you can use this to finally rinse your hair. And after using this on your hair, you don't need to wash it out. The next thing you do is to go ahead with your normal moisture routine. Right now, after spraying it all over my scalp and the length of my hair, the last thing I'll do is to spray it on my edges and spend time to massage it into my edges. Don't skip that step. The next DIY I'm going to be showing you is one of my best oil for 2024. And to make that, you need just two main ingredients. The first one is mint leaf. I'm using fresh mint leaf in this case. You can also use dried one, like I said before when making the shampoo. If you're using dry one, you're going to be using more compared to when you're using the fresh mint leaf. So I just got a handful of fresh mint leaf. I'm just going to cut it into small pieces and then I'll transfer that into a bowl. Next, I'll add my rosemary leaves. I'm using dried rosemary leaves in this case. I added my coconut oil and olive oil. I added 40 ml of each of the coconut and olive oil. After adding the oil, I'm just going to be infusing it using the double boiler method. I'll do that for about 30 to 45 minutes and then put it down, leave it to cool down. Then the next thing is to strain. I'm just going to be straining that using this method you see me using right here because the particles are not small, they cannot come out of that sieve. Next, I'm going to be adding my essential oil. You can use any essential oil you have. Feel free to use any essential oil of your choice. In 2024, I used essential oil a lot on my hair and they were so beneficial. I'm going to be adding few drops of each of the essential oil. Here I'm adding rosemary essential oil, I'm adding lavender essential oil, I'm adding rose essential oil. You don't need to add too much, just few drops. I'm adding mint essential oil and I'll also add green tea essential oil. Like I said, you just need few drops of each of the oils. After adding the oils, I'm just going to use a spoon to mix everything to combine together and I'll be storing it into this glass bottle. If you're using a lot of essential oils on your oil, I will advise you use a glass bottle to store it because they help to keep your oil potent for a longer period of time. Also, make sure you keep it in a dark place. You can keep it in the cupboard. I always keep mine in the bathroom because that's the safest place for me. It helps to keep my oil for a long period of time. And as you see, I did not make too much, and that is why I did not add any preservative to mine. I'm going to be massaging my scalp with the oil. Make sure you're not using your fingers to massage your scalp. You don't use your fingers to scrape your scalp in the process. I apply the oil on my scalp and gently massage, and I also use it on the length of my hair. I use this on my hair after hydrating my hair. You don't apply oil on dry hair because you end up sealing dryness into your hair. So you apply this either on a freshly washed hair or a well hydrated hair. It must not be dripping wet, but your hair should be hydrated before you apply the oil on your scalp and on the length of your hair. For those of you that are battling with hair loss and dandruff, this oil is very good for you, and it also helps to thicken your hair and your edges. So after applying it on your hair, apply on your edges as well. The next one is how I make one of my most potent hair grease. This is how I make my Shebe hair grease. And the first ingredient I need is my grease. You can use any grease of your choice, but I always like to use the Blue Magic Indian Hemp hair grease. If you've been watching my videos, you would know I love this hair grease a lot. I just scoop out the amount that I want, and then I'll add the amount of shea powder that I want to the hair grease. This shea hair grease is something I have been making over and over again, and I find it extremely helpful. It helps to thicken my hair, it helps to darken my hair, and it also helped me to prevent excessive shedding. After adding the two together, I'll just get a bowl of hot water and transfer the grease and the shea powder into it. I'm just going to keep on mixing until they are well dissolved. Just be patient with this process. What I'm going to do next is to add any oil of my choice. In this case, I'm using one of my hair growth oil. I'm not measuring the oil. I'll just add the amount that I want. I'll just eyeball it because it's something I have been doing over and over. So I know the amount that I want, and it depends on the consistency you are going for as well. After mixing everything together, everything is well dissolved. Make sure you store in an airtight container. It is very important that you use an airtight container. If not, your shea grease will go bad on time. I'll just transfer everything into an airtight container, and finally this is what it looks like. I just left it to solidify for a while, and this is the final texture that I have, and it is so nice. My hair loves it so much. As you can see, it does not contain any particle that is going to get stuck on your hair. As you can see, it's melting into my skin, and that is same way it is going to melt into your hair. To get the best out of shea grease, you apply it either on a well hydrated hair or a freshly washed hair. That is how I use mine, and the result has been amazing. And you also need to work in sessions so you'll be able to get the grease into every part of your natural hair. You can use it when your hair is in a protective style or when your hair is not in a protective style. Again, shea grease is not for your scalp. You use it for the length of your hair, from the roots of your hair to the tips of your hair. Shea helps to prevent your hair from breaking from excessive shedding and prevent your hair from thinning out. It helps to thicken your hair. If you use it consistently, you are going to see results in a very short period of time. It has worked very well for me, and I have been sharing the amazing results on my channel. So you apply this from the roots of your hair to the tips of your hair. It is not for your scalp. Anytime I apply it on my scalp, I always get irritation, so I don't even try to use it on my scalp. And it also has the ability to clog your pores, so it is not for your scalp. I hope you find these videos helpful. If you do, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you've not yet subscribed, and also share the video with someone you know this video is going to be helpful to. After applying this on my hair, don't leave your hair to start flying around. What I'll do is to braid or twist the tips of my hair and then keep them tucked in. Thank you so much for watching.